It's Farm Friday, y'all. We got 5 houses to look at today, so let's get on to the first one. All right, we are at our first property here. This one's a 2-bedroom, 1 3/4 baths, 1,020 square feet. Let's take a look inside. All right, we just walked inside the property here, and you're welcome into your living room. Do have this brand new deck outside, which is really nice. Wraps around to the front yard and also goes to your backyard as well. Moving along, over here is your coat closet. Look at that lovely carpet on the side. It's like a little desk area that they use for the understairs area. Head into your kitchen. And actually you have a sizable kitchen here. Even though it is a pass-through, it is a decent size, nice counter space. Over here is your dining area, or you can use half of your living space for that. Headed into your full bath. Nice blue tub. Over here is your primary bedroom. Light there. It does have its own bath. Where is the light switch? It's probably behind the door. Oh, it sinks. Not sure where the light switch is, but there it is. The light switch is here on the back of the sink. So it looks like this was bumped out because you can see the siding here on this wall near the toilet. To have that bathroom. Moving along, we're gonna head upstairs. To the upper floor. And you have this loft area here, right at the top of the stairs. And then you're gonna flow into, this is your second bedroom, because there is that built-in closet that they probably bought to make this a second bedroom. And then last but not least, there's like this little nook here that has spider webs, but for storage. So if anyone's interested in this property, it's a 2-bedroom, 1 3/4 baths, 1,020 square foot home built in 1928. Going for $530,000 in the Campbell Hill area. On to the next one, guys. All right, we're at our next property here. I've actually been to this property and it sold last year for about $760,000. And so it looks like it's been a little updated, but we'll see. But it's a 4-bedroom, 3 total baths, 2,830 square feet. Let's take a look inside. All right, so we just walked inside the property and it is a multi-level home. We're gonna start on the lower level. Let's go down here first. So here you have a little storage area. Probably a good spot to put your shoes and stuff. Going into your lower level. Like they had a TV set up here. All finished on the lower level. Here is a 3/4 bath, fully remodeled. 2-point from the backyard. You have your laundry area, utility sink there. Furnace is there. Here is your first bedroom. So that's lower level. Going upstairs. I believe this is the same carpet it came with. To my left, you have this big picture window with Lake Washington views. Check that out. Living space, all new flooring. Flowing over to the opposite side of the stairs, you have a nice little dining nook here and a galley kitchen. Quartz countertops, shaker style cabinets, and stainless steel appliances. They kept their old school microwave there. You have your built-in pantry here. Looks like they can use it for cokes. Out back, you do have a nice sitting area here in this patio, and you have some yardage, so it's actually pretty nice back here. Moving along. Nice little touches every so often. So living room, going down the hallway here. Here's your coat closet. Additional storage area there. And this is a wraparound that goes into your living space. Beautiful views. Just more storage there. Here is another bedroom. This is bedroom number 2, facing the back of the home. Here is your another 3/4 bath. This one doesn't look like it's been updated. It's original, but they just put a new sink there and painted that cabinet. Here is bedroom number 3, also facing the back of the home. I do love this big window here that brings in all that natural light in, especially when we have those doom and gloom days. We have these rocker switches, which is great. Oversized rocker switches. And then going upstairs, nice little platform here. So they use some fabrics from something. And I believe at the very top floor, you do have your primary bedroom. That is an open concept here. So primary bedroom. Check out the ceilings, all open up top. You do have this deck here to sit out on. And you can see the sweeping views of Lake Washington. Moving along, here is all this built-in storage area for numerous things. And then now we're flowing into the primary bathroom. Another 3/4 bath. And then it flows into this open area here. So I'm not sure if this shares it with the primary or if it's just open for everyone. So it kind of is an interesting concept here because it's like a upper entertainment living space. It has its own deck as well, but then you have a door that goes to your primary bedroom, but you don't have the privacy because you do have an open concept living up there. So for each their own. So if anyone's interested in this property, it's a 4-bedroom, 3 total baths, 2,830 square foot home built in 1965, going for $999,950, which is basically $1 million. In the upper Rainier Beach area. On to the next one, guys. All right, we are at our next property here. This one's fully remodeled, but it's a 3-bedroom, 1 3/4 baths, 2120 square feet. Let's take a look inside. All right, we just walked inside the property here and you see there is vaulted ceilings. Nice and neutral colors here. You got your coat closet right at the front of the door. Moving along into your living space, you have these huge picture windows that give you that Lake Washington view right there. Look at that, beautiful. Electric fireplace. Dining room here that flows out to your deck. Here's your deck. Those Lake Washington views, looking over at the Kennydale side. Moving along into your kitchen. Got tons of cabinets here. And you have this interesting island that is also a peninsula because it kind of has this built-in look and then it zags in and then it has a shorter cabinetry here, which is nice. So you have a mixed tone. This is more of like a light gray, off-white color. And then you have the wood accents everywhere, which is also nice. Induction range, and you have quartz countertops throughout. And then here is your view from the sink. Nice greenery there, so no one's really looking in your windows. Headed downstairs to the lower level. Here is your 3/4 bath. Nice tile work. I know that tile on the floor. Here is your 1-car garage. You see they've actually sealed it. Laundry room as well. Here is your water heater. Then we're gonna go to the lower level. The lower level, it has its own little bar, wet bar area there. Nice cabinetries. Electric fireplace. More cabinetry over there. Coat closet. And what we have here is your furnace. And then it has this entry point here. Come through there. And then you have, this is your yard. So decent sized yard actually. And then you have this little storage area as well, which is great. Back inside the home. So we're on the bottom floor now. We're gonna head upstairs and I bet you there are nice views. Let's check it out. So to my left, at the top of the stairs, you have bedroom number 1. This has a closet here, and you have additional storage here. It's like original built-in, and then you still can see Lake Washington from your window. Across from it is your full bath, linen closet there, heated tile floors, dual vanity, and here is your standing shower. Moving along is bedroom number 2. This one also has Lake Washington views. Check that out. And last but not least, bedroom number 3. No primary bathroom, but a decent sized bedroom. And your view is more of greenery. So if anyone's interested in this property, it's a 3-bedroom, 1 3/4 baths, 2120 square foot home built in 1963, going for $1.198 million in the Bryn Mawr area. On to the next one, guys. All right, we're at our next property here. This one's a 4-bedroom, 3.5 baths, 2760 square feet. Let's take a look inside. All right, just walked inside the property here. You're welcome to your atrium. Nice picture window there, bringing in that natural light. 2-car garage here. Then you have a door that goes into this lower level here, which has its own bathroom. Oh, they added a doggy door on the side there, that's nice. Coat closet there. There's another closet, and this is the way to get to your backyard. So you could use this as a bedroom if you wanted to. Now we're gonna head upstairs. At the top of the stairs, to my left, is your guest bathroom, which is your half bath. You also have your furnace, which is in a great spot because no one needs upstairs on the top floor. And then another coat closet. Flowing into your kitchen, as you see, it is an expansive kitchen here. Dining room in the middle. And then here is your living space. Gas fireplace. And you do have those Lake Washington views from this deck. Expansive deck, Lake Washington views from the main floor, which is great. Kitchen is quartz countertops. You have a wood varnish cabinetry. You have a microwave, built-in microwave, oven, and range. And you also have a pantry. Moving along behind the living space, you do have like a nice little office here for those days you want to work from home. Nice little green tree there, and another window here that it actually looks above the neighboring home, which is great. So no one's really in your windows. Going up another level. You have your laundry room on this floor. Nice little laundry area. Linen closet. Here is your full bath, guest bathroom. Bedroom number 1, facing the back of the home. Bedroom number 2, facing the side of the home. Nice little sitting area that they put in here. And then here's your primary bedroom. And check out the mood that they put in here. They got the lights, the nice shelving up there, board and batten, and their window faces the lake, which is great. Now flowing into the bathroom, they have a 3/4 bath, or standing shower, sorry, tub, dual vanity, water closet, and last but not least, a walk-in closet. Now, I've been to this community multiple times, so I'm very familiar with these floor plans. This one of which does come with a rooftop deck. So we're gonna head upstairs to the upper floor of that roof. And as you see, you do have a really good size rooftop deck, and you have amazing views of Lake Washington. You also can see if you see Mount Rainier. Nope, no Mount Rainier, but you can see far across into, you got Benson Hill, you got Kennydale area, Mercer Island, going all the way down to Bellevue there. So really nice rooftop deck and placement of where this home is. So if anyone's interested in this property, and actually they've included that downstairs as a 4th bedroom because it has a doors and a window and a closet. So it's 4 bedrooms, 3.5 baths, 2760 square foot home built in 2017. What HOA dues at $86 a month, going for $995,000 in the Bryn Mawr area. On to the next one, guys. All right, we're back at this property. We were locked out last time. The 4 bedroom, 1 3/4 baths, 2770 square feet. Take a look inside. All right, just walk inside the property here, and you have this mirror that I believe is a closet. Nope, it is just a mirror. It looks like it's a closet door that converted to a mirror. Moving along into the main portion of the home. It's actually pretty expansive in here. Wow. Let's go back here first. So back here, you have a family room that goes into another room here, which is bedroom number 1, facing the front of the home, I believe. Dining room here. Nice sconces there as well. Stairs to go up. Over here is your living space. Coat closet there. But living space. Wood burning fireplace there. Going down the hallway. To my right is your kitchen. It goes out to the deck and is connected to your dining room, so that's opportunity to open this up. Decent sized deck actually out there. Pantry and another closet there, broom closet. That goes downstairs. We'll go down there in a minute. Scary. Looks like a linen closet here. And then here is your first bathroom. With a black toilet. Washer and dryer in here, so it's all collective on this floor. Let's go downstairs. Lower level. So you have all this storage area here. Looks like there's a wood burning stove down here to keep this lower level warm. It actually is the right height, so you could frame this all in and it could be just a lower living corridor, which is great. Lovely green carpet, by the way. Let's just call that out while we see it. Now we're gonna head upstairs to this lovely brown carpet. And at the top of the stairs, straight ahead, you have your other bathroom, full tub, shower, dual vanity, lovely toilet with carpet that flows into your primary bedroom with a balcony. And then that is the sitting area. This is the bedroom, because look, that's where the headboard used to be. Or bed with the mirrors. Walk-in closet there, and then we have also a his and hers closet there. Moving along, Here's another bedroom facing the front of the home. Nice little sitting area there. And then headed down the hallway. Here is another bedroom with a balcony and a step down to go into your closet. That's it. So if anyone's interested in this property, it's a 4-bedroom, 1 3/4 baths, 2770 square foot home built in 1977, going for $999,000 in the Skyway area. And that's it for on Friday this week.